Hello everybody and welcome back. So today we are in Newport, Rhode Island, and today is December 31st, and we're going to explore this town and let's see what it has to offer in the winter, because a lot of people come here in the summer, but we decided to be different and try to explore this town in the winter. It might get chilly at times, but if you guys seen our other videos, you probably know we're always up for a challenge. You're probably wondering about the title of this video. Well, we'll get to it towards the end of the video, so you might have to wait for a little bit, but for now, let's enjoy and explore this town. So one thing I'm going to say off the bat, if you're looking for fireworks, Newport used to have fireworks for New Year's Eve, but for some reason they stopped it, so they don't have it here. But you can also see it in Warwick, or in Providence. And Providence has other things too. There's multiple events. There's this fire on the river show they have, and a couple other things. But there's a reason why we stayed here, and that's what I'm going to get to at the end of the video. But there are plenty of things to enjoy here. I mean, I personally love Newport. That's like one of my favorite places in Rhode Island. But everybody has their own opinions and different perspectives and things. We're walking down the historic Bowen's Wharf. In the summer, this place is a hub of movement, but today it's a little more quieter, but there's still quite a lot of people here. It's actually more peaceful here than the summer, but we're here in the summer as well, and it would get very crowded at times. So I think that you get to really enjoy this, I think, to a full. You really get to enjoy the beauty of this place, in the winter, I think. There's a great coffee spot there on the edge of the dock over there. It's probably closed now, but like in the warmer months, I think it's a great place to kind of sit down and watch the boats coming by and just enjoy a cup of coffee. The architecture of the houses here, and all the boutiques. There's so many interesting things here. I mean, you really get to kind of explore. So the original name of Bowen's Wharf was Stevens Wharf, because it was owned by Robert Stevens. And in the 18th century, it was a very busy commercial site which served as a hub for slave trading. During the American Revolution, the British occupied this area for 3 years until 1779. This area was also redeveloped 50 years ago to preserve its historic charm, retaining 18th century buildings, granite quays, and cobblestone paths. Bart Dunbar led the rehabilitation of the wharf, making it one of the first successful historic waterfront redevelopments in New England, focused on marine industries and shopping and dining. Today, there are a number of stores, restaurants, boutiques here. I hope you guys are not too cold, because it's about 20 degrees here now, but we are on Thames Street. This street offers a different energy. The shop windows are vibrant displays of gold evergreen, and the restaurants are alive with low hum of dinner parties and shared toasts. Mapped in 1712, it was a vital waterfront road with stone block pavers added in 1715 between Mill Street and Colony House. It has plenty of 18th century colonial architecture. Also includes local galleries, landmarks like Museum of Newport History, and just walking down this cobblestone street itself, it feels like, I don't know if I use my imagination a lot of times in this type of places, and I just can imagine, the horse and carriages going through here, back in those, the 18th century. It's just amazing how they preserve this area. I think I definitely love it. It's a piece of history, and it's almost like you went in a time machine. If there was no cars here, or some of the modern things, I would think I'm back in the 18th century. Upper section of Thames Street is also known as Blood Alley, and it has its reputation for a large amount of violence during the mid-20th century. There was a high frequency of fights, violence, and accidents involving soldiers, sailors, and the bars, dives along the waterfront during the 1960s and 1950s. Today, Thames Street is not only home to a lot of boutiques and shops, but it's also home to several art galleries, including Thames Glass and the Coastal Contemporary Gallery. And we're on Bellevue Avenue. And this part of Newport is actually pretty famous for one reason. For those of you who are into tennis, you'll probably know. So the reason why this avenue is pretty famous is because the International Tennis Hall of Fame is located here. It honors both players and other contributors to the sport of tennis. The complex is a former Newport casino, includes museum, 13 grass tennis courts, an indoor tennis facility with 3 courts, 3 outdoor hard courts, or 1 green clay court. And of course, this whole block, just like a lot of other places in Newport, has a lot of shops, restaurants, and just places to eat. There's almost a nice coffee shop right across from here. And we're back in the main area of the town. So we are actually close to the south part of the Thames Street. Believe it or not, it goes all across the town if you look at the map. So we are going to walk around here and see what they have. And there's a lot of other beautiful stores here and shops. I mean, a lot of interesting things you can actually buy here. But right ahead of us, in front of us, is the Red Parrot. And we had a nice dinner there, so I'll definitely highly suggest this place. They have awesome lobster pizza if you're into that kind of stuff. But we're going to walk through here and see basically what else is around. One thing about Newport, we've been here a couple of times now, just when you thought you'd seen the entire town, you discover more. So we actually haven't been to this part before, so we're going to try to see a little more here before it gets dark. I hope you guys still have energy, because we're going to check out the nightlife in Newport, Rhode Island on New Year's Eve. So let's walk around the town and see what's going on. There's a lot of this happening in the bars and restaurants, I can tell. There's definitely a lot of people here. Everybody's happy, everybody's celebrating. Not much happening outside. So, we'll get to that part later, but let's just walk through and see what's going on. Like I mentioned before, it doesn't look like they're doing fireworks here for New Year's Eve. So the town usually does it for 4th of July. And then I think the other holidays is more like a private type. I guess they just have to get a permit to do it, so nobody's doing it today. But at least there's a lot of beautiful decorations. Every store has awesome decorations. There's plenty of Christmas decorations here. Every store has its own character. That's like as you walk through here, even though it feels like you're submerged into like a magical fairy tale. I mean, this town definitely looks like it came from one of those fairy tales, because the architecture and the setup, just everything else around here. Bowen's Wharf is truly a centerpiece of Newport's winter charm. Thousands of tiny white bulbs wrap around the pilot houses and boutiques, turning the wharf into a golden canopy. The harbor is a forest of glowing masts. Many of the boats remain in the water, draped in festive rigging that sways with the tide. And it kind of makes you realize that tonight isn't about frantic countdowns of big cities. It's about a quiet magic of salty air, warm flickering lantern, a walk through the town that has seen over 300 years of new beginnings. Now, let's say if you wanted a little more festivities, you can also go to Providence. So, at least tonight they have, at 5 p.m., they have food trucks, live music, beverages, and after dark playground. And at 5:30, it's like one of the famous things they have there is that water fire. So, they let a lot of different lights go on the river. So that's probably a cool thing to see. And at 8 o'clock, they have a New Year's parade, and they have the fireworks at 8:30. So if you wanted something a little more eventful, you can do that. But I think this town is actually even more amazing when it's a little more emptier, because you kind of get to enjoy it more, and you kind of get to appreciate it more. I think, my personal opinion. Now, we also decided to stay here because this Newport is very close to the Ocean Drive, which is a beautiful drive. I mean, it's along the shoreline, and a cliff walk, which is world famous cliff walk. Again, it's a beautiful walk along the shoreline. It's pretty long too. One thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, this video is going to be actually one in a series of videos about Newport, because we visited a lot of places here. There are a lot of interesting things around the town. So stay tuned and keep checking the channel. We're gonna be uploading them as fast as we can. But let me reveal the actual title and the main reason why we decided to stay here. So, Newport is a home to a magnificent, beautiful mansions, and there are a number of them here. And you know, the best thing about staying around Newport, because they're right there, and most of them are open during the winter months, which makes it nice to kind of go there. And you know, the weather's a little colder. Well, at this point, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, stay tuned.